Toby.
Have you stalled again?
No, I haven't stalled. Don't worry about me. Concentrate on yourself. You're just like a boy, aren't you? Toby, like my little car?
I like it. Smooth ride.
Very smooth ride. Handles very well. I don't think I was ever going to say that in my life, but it does really handle well. Potted version of your life.
Okay,
Go.
so I went to a succession of bog standard comprehensives, failed all my exams at 16, left school, cleaned lavatories for about 6 months, decided that's even harder than school, retook my exams, scraped into a sixth form in North London, did well enough to apply to Oxford, got an offer of 3 Bs in my A-levels, only managed to get 2 Bs and a C, but they sent me an acceptance letter by mistake. It was a genuine clerical error, and I thought, oh my God, I can't believe it, I've got in spite of only getting 2 Bs and a C. Then a week later, got the proper letter saying, you know, you haven't got in, but rang up and said, look, what's going on? You sent me this letter saying I got in, and they said, okay, you can come. And so I got into Oxford.
And you got a first?
I then got a first,
Just
yeah.
to show them that they made a mistake.
Just to prove that I was worthy of a place, even though I'd only got there by mistake, yes.
So your adversarialness has proven to be your kind of the meat that keeps you going.
Well, I think I like a challenge. Unless something is really difficult and daunting, I can't really kind of energise myself to try and do it.
Must be fun being married to you.
Yeah, I quite like a bit of a barney.
Where do you think this comes from?
My father, being a socialist, was very argumentative, and no dinner would be complete without a kind of roaring argument about the economy or education policy or whatever it was. It was like permanently being on question time. I have a tendency to rub people up the wrong way, to confront them. I used to joke that I had negative charisma. I just had to walk across a crowded room which I knew no one and no one knew me, and by the time I got to the other side, 10 people hated me.
I see.
And I've always tended to get into scrapes, take the hard road rather than the easy road. I have been sacked a fair few times. My career is an object lesson in how to fail upwards. When I left Oxford, I kept getting sacked from various Fleet Street newspapers, and I thought the only way I'm going to hold down a job is if I set up a magazine myself and appoint myself the editor, which is what I did.
Like a despot.
like a despot, and called it Despot Publishing, and it was enough of a success to attract the attention of the editor-in-chief of Vanity Fair, offered me a job in New York where I worked for 3 years, then got fired from there.
Thank God you didn't loosen up on your getting fired regime.
No, I stayed true to myself and got fired again. But I wrote a book about my experiences called How to Lose Friends and Alienate People, which became a bestseller and was eventually turned into a movie starring Simon Pegg. I was once asked by GQ, who would you like to play you in the movie of your life and why? And I was able to answer Simon Pegg because he was cast.
So Toby, given that you like a fight, tell me about setting up your own school.
Yeah, setting up a school was a battle. I decided to do it in 2009. I read an article saying I wanted to set up a comprehensive grammar school, a school with grammar school standards, but which was accessible to everyone regardless of background or ability. Put together a group of like-minded local parents and teachers. School was opened in 2011 and it's now one of the most popular state secondaries in the country.
So this is it?
This is the school, yeah.
360 pupils?
360 pupils, soon to be 480.
And all of your kids coming here eventually?
All of my children will come here in due course, yeah. My daughter's coming here in September. Yeah, that'll be a proud day.